Good morning. My name is Shamika Smith. I currently have you for 2114 Anatomy and Physiology course. I also had you semester before last in my 2113, which was a lab course. I enjoyed every bit of it. I think he was a wonderful professor. Very good. However, I am nervous. This is my first recording, live recording, to a professor. So please excuse me if I seem a little bit jittery or whatever you may say. I was given 2 essay questions, so I will be making one video and submitting it, and then also upload another video as well. Another hormone that is important is the intracellular receptor hormone, which is active with lipid soluble hormone. Both of those tends to interact with each other, have some form of other hormones that interacts. Intracellular and the lipid, they have the steroids and the thyroid hormones, and they diffuse into a cell, and it is entering into the cell. Well, that's why I say that lipid soluble and the intracellular, like I said, interacts. So it has to enter into a cell, which enters in a little bit more slower. It's like a fluid. Whereas like you can't enter into a cell with the water soluble, because it's a water soluble. I may not be saying it correctly. I apologize. However, whereas even though it's entering into the cell, it enters in a little bit more slower. I will say that again probably later on. As I said, they diffuse into the cell. They interacts with other receptors, another receptor on the DNA. Sorry, my camera just keep falling. I'm on my cell phone. They diffuse, they interact into another receptor on the DNA in results of synthesizing the protein coded by those genes. Once those proteins are synthesized for inactivity, they are structured and released out into the cell, out of the body, from the body. So that's the reason why I chose that. That's one reason why I felt that the intracellular would be the hormone receptor long-lived response to a hormone binding, more so than the plasma membrane bound. They're just the way I feel about it after studying a little bit briefly in reference to what I saw, what I kind of read and engaged upon. It's a pretty interesting system, as I said. I think I'm gonna try to do a little bit more further research on this, because it's just some things that interest me about it as well, because about the blood, the proteins, and how the genes and stuff kind of interacts with that as well. So I find it a pretty interesting topic. I will be making another video shortly, right after this one. Just have to gather my items together and I'll be ready. So thank you.